Welcome in, everybody, to the very first episode of the Talk Anime Podcast.
He's Jared, I'm Justin.
And we're going to talk about all things anime.
And some things that are not anime.
Yes, I'm sure some things are going to come up that are not related to anime at all. But in relation to anime, we're going to be talking about the winter 2020 season and what's airing. I know we're a little late on getting this one started and out, but maybe we can give an idea on a few shows we've been watching while we're at it, too.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie, I've been kind of out of the anime seasons, just in terms of watching a whole bunch of different animes all at one time, but
I've been slacking as well.
But, definitely interested, and have been watching a few things here and there, just nothing consistently, I would say, so far, other than My Hero.
Yeah. My Hero I've been keeping up on. I swear there's one or two other things that I kept on. Food Wars I kept up on.
Yeah.
And that's not much this past year. So 2020, trying to get it off to a good start.
Get back into it.
Anyways,
I guess let's start off with
let's jump right into
shows.
this.
New shows?
Yeah, we'll go to new shows here.
Okay. What do you got for me, Jared?
Well, first show is Plunderer.
Okay.
Synopsis of this one is, in a post-apocalyptic world dominated by the so-called numbers, each human will have their identity branded with their own count, which could define any number related to their life. May it be one's walked distance or the amounts of compliments given to them by others. This count could lead them to the abyss when it has dropped to 0. In the year 305 of the Alakan calendar, Hina has inherited a mission from her mother, whose count has depreciated to 0, to search for the legendary Red Baron. In her adventure, she meets a half-masked swordsman named Like-It, who tries to hide his identity, as he is known as a degenerate for having an incredibly low count.
It sort of sounds like that one Black Mirror episode.
A little bit, yeah.
Sounds sort of like that, with the social score or whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't watched this one, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where this one is even on. Is this on
So I believe this one's on Funimation.
Okay.
Which I haven't been watching a lot on there right now.
No, neither have I.
In fact, we'll get to the show that I have been watching on there.
Oh God.
But it sounds like the concept of it sounds pretty interesting, and I do want to at least try to check this one out. Because it sounds kind of neat. Looking at the art style here, it looks pretty good. And then,
that leads into the...
Yeah, it has a solid director that's worked on other stuff that I've seen. Hiroyuki Kanbi. He's worked on Orimo, Gonna Be the Twin Tail, The Magnificent Kotobuki.
Yeah.
So, it has a solid director tied to it, so I'd like to check it out at some point.
All of the online artwork that I've seen for this, it looks nice. It's just I haven't gotten around to watching it. I don't know if I will, but it looks nice.
Right, and I do want to get around to it. The studio is Geek Toys, which I feel like they're a fairly new studio because they did
heard of that one.
I started Henasuki.
I didn't watch that one.
It's on Funimation, at least here in the U.S. It was okay from what I was watching. And then, I don't know, they haven't done a ton, so
okay.
I'd be curious to see how this show actually does hold up.
Oh, God. Next one.
Next one is something that Justin and I cringe dearly to our hearts. Nekopara.
Coconut Best Waifu.
Best Waifu. This one's being done by Felix Film, which I believe they're a fairly new studio.
Well, I'm pretty sure this wasn't this the this was all a kickstart, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a Kickstart.
The game itself was a Kickstart, and then
the games weren't. I don't believe were Kickstarted.
I thought the first one.
The anime was, or is.
Okay. Well,
the game might have been.
I'm pretty sure the game was too, because it's just based off the light novel series, isn't it?
No. It's based off the visual novel. Everything's based off the visual novel.
Alright.
So they did like an OVA, and then they did this full
thinking.
show, which Justin and I started streaming with these games
Oh, God.
all those years ago. And luckily, the anime is nothing like the games. I can confirm. I've watched.
God.
I'm 4 episodes in, I believe. 3 episodes in right now.
I'm still terrified of watching it. I don't know.
So it's essentially, you know, the world.
I know the world.
It's essentially they've replaced cats with cat girls, which are cat humanoids, which mostly look like humans, besides a tail and ears, but have like all the mannerisms of a cat.
Yep.
For anybody who's not familiar with Neko Para or cat girls.
Yeah. Fucking cat girls. Shit.
But the show is very like PG-13 at the worst, and it's mostly just like cute girls doing cute things essentially. There hasn't been anything bad at all.
I am skeptical, but okay, check it out.
I like it so far. I've been a fan. And it has a solid director on it as well, because they've worked on Hero Bank, Hiromaru Suma, and Problem Children are coming from another world, aren't they? Which I liked Problem Children a lot.
Okay. Next one is Pet. That sounds fun.
Yeah. Synopsis is, there are people who get into people's minds and control their memories. This power is used to eradicate mysteries and cases, or worse, to assassinate. The potential of said power is strong enough that it is able to destroy people's minds. However, it can backfire and eat up one's own heart. To counter it, chains are used to lock and protect each other's weaknesses and dangerous hearts. From one's growing fear, disdain, they are consequently called a pet. So what is this on again? I can't remember. This is on Amazon.
It is on Amazon. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought so.
Which I don't have Prime at the moment.
I have Prime.
And
I'm pretty sure I've watched this first episode of this.
I heard it was really like... So, I listened...
Interesting.
Yeah, like, it seems like an interesting concept. I would actually really like to watch this one.
I would need to continue to watch at least 1 or 2 more episodes to really say what I think about this movie, or with this anime.
Well, it's essentially like Inception, the anime.
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, it has those, like, plot lines.
Yeah. It's interesting. But yeah, I'd need to watch a few more episodes of this to really have an opinion too much on it.
Yeah, I need to check this one out. It's just one of those shows, like, it gets banished to Amazon, and I forget about it.
Yeah, but
like, too often.
And that's crazy, because, like, Amazon has a lot of really good, like, well-animated anime.
Yeah, like, the few shows they do get these days
they do
are
really
usually
good.
really good
like,
shows.
Last season I was watching, I didn't even finish it, but it was, what the heck was the name of the anime? It was the one where, it's like detective, and they were, I can't even, I'm not even going to try to remember what the name of it was.
The one I've been watching recently on Amazon was Vinland Saga.
That was not what I was watching.
And that was excellent.
What the name of it was. I'd have to go back and look at what the name was.
But the studio that's working on this one is known for Golden Kamuy and Coco.
Golden Kamuy is a great TV
I really like the show. The CGI for the bear is terrible.
It's awful.
But I enjoyed most of that show for the most part. The director, Takahiro Omoi?
Omoi,
Omoi?
I believe.
He's worked on shows like Bakano, Durara, Amnesia, Samurai Flamenco, Kokoro Connect. So they have a very good director on this show. Like, I've seen most of those. Actually, I think I've seen all of those. And like, the Amnesia's... It's probably my least favorite out of those, but, like, they're all still really solid shows.
Yeah.
And next we have... Kyokuro Siri. Or Inspector. Which... So, this is one I just saw... I've looked at the previews. I just saw a clip from the very beginning of the show, or part of the show.
Uh-huh.
It looks so freaking good, and I need to check this one out. Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll and Funimation, I believe, or one of the...
I don't think I saw this one on Crunchyroll, but I'll have to go back and look.
Let me double check real quick here just to make sure. Sorry, when I made the list here, nothing was like really announced where it was going to be streaming yet. So let me see here real quick. I thought it was on here. I could be mistaken. It might be on Funimation, because Funimation decided to pick like everything up this season.
Yeah, they really did.
Oh no, it's right here.
That Funimation picked up this
Yeah,
season.
see? They have it.
Okay. I'll have to go back and watch. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally on page 1 of the front page.
So the synopsis of this one is, at the young age of 11, Kotoko Iwanaga was abducted by yokai for 2 weeks and asked to become their god of wisdom, a mediator between the spirit and the human world, to which the girl quickly agreed, but at the cost of her right eye and left leg. Now 6 years later, whenever yokai wish for their problems to be solved, they make their way to Kotoko for consolation. Meanwhile, Kuru Sakuragawa, I can't speak Japanese, my friend.
You tried. Sakuragawa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sakuragawa. Yeah, we're going to go with that.
We got it.
We got it.
A 22-year-old university student has just broken up with his girlfriend after he fled alone when the two encountered a kappa.
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 Okay.
Seeing this as her chance to become closer with him, Kotoko immediately makes her move, hoping to get married to Kuru one day. However, she quickly realizes there is something more to Kuru. With this knowledge, she asks for his help in solving various issues presented by the supernatural, all the while wishing her newfound partner will eventually reciprocate her feelings. So in like the little snippet that I've seen of the show, it looks bonkers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it looks
really
good.
Okay.
Like, I really want to watch this one. Like, it looks like a solid show.
Okay. Well, this leads into the one show that I actually did watch and remember, because I just watched it. Darwin's Game. So,
I'll let you take the lead on this one, because I haven't watched it.
An unknowing Soduo Kaname is invited to try out a new mysterious mobile app game called Darwin's Game, but later realizes that he's in for more than he's bargained for when he finds out that there's no way to quit the game. So this is a very vague synopsis. Darwin's Game, it's basically... Okay, so there's an app, and the app is you basically have to survive. That's the whole premise of this game, is that whoever's now in this app... So they're given these powers by the app somehow, because... anime.
So it's essentially, what, another Battle Royale anime?
Yeah, it's a Battle Royale anime. That's all it is, really. I mean, it's... I don't really know how I feel about it right now, because I've only watched the first episode. I wasn't too keen on it after the first episode, but I'm willing to watch it at least one more time, maybe twice more.
Because the first episode's, what, an hour, I think?
I think it's 30 minutes.
I thought it was a longer first episode.
I'll have to go back and check it. It felt like a really long episode.
I think it's like an hour.
It might be. I don't know. But, the main character's kind of lame. He doesn't really know what his power is, of course, like every other main character that ever starts out in a shonen anime. I don't know how to use my power, but somehow he has the best power in the entire game.
Oh, of course he does.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'd watch it one more time just to see what it is, but I'm not too keen on it after this one episode that I've seen so far.
I just don't know if I like Battle Royale animes, to be honest, because I think most of them are garbage.
I would say this one,
or mediocre at best.
I would say this one is mediocre, but that's just based off the one episode that I've seen.
Yeah. It's
not great, it's not bad, it's just kind of somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one that was even like that I enjoyed, which I haven't watched Danganronpa, which I think I might like that one if I were to actually see that one.
That one.
I remember, last year or the year before, I watched like the first episode or two of King's Game, and that was hot trash. So I was really hoping that this one's going to be better.
King's Game was awful. I would say this is similar, kind of, in a way, to King's Game. I would say pretty similar.
Ooh.
Because they're trying to figure out... Because, like, also part of the game, part of the show is, like, trying to figure out who created the app.
Okay.
And, like... Yeah, so, I don't know. It seems like it's a pretty... They've got a lot that they could achieve, but I am not confident based off just the one episode. Anyway.
I mean, it's got a solid...
It is
a solid
Nexus
studio.
Studios.
They've made Chivalry of a Failed Knight, which I've seen, which I enjoyed, except that it just felt like they had to rush the ending of it, which sucked. But I enjoyed the show for the most part.
Yeah.
Grand Bellum, Comic Girls is good. I mean, they have a director that they've worked with before as well.
Yeah.
And
it is produced by Aniplex, so I mean, there's that.
Yoshinobu Tokumoto.
Mm-hmm.
He's done like Dot Hack, Comic Girls, 1 Week Friends, Strike the Blood, Watamote. So they have a solid, like...
They have solid people working on it.
They have solid people working on it, so I think this could turn out to be decent.
Maybe. I just need to wait and watch one more, 2 more episodes.
I think so, too.
Anyway, continuing on.
Next.
Somali to Mori no Kami-sama.
Or Somali and the Forest Spirit. The world is ruled by spirits, goblins, and all manner of strange creatures. Human beings are persecuted to the very point of extinction. One day, a golem and a lone human girl meet. This is a record of the pair, one member of a ruined race, the other a watchman of the forest. It tells of their travels together and of the bond between father and daughter. So from what I've seen of the show, I haven't watched it yet. It's on my queue. I'm going to be saying that a lot this episode because I'm just behind like usual.
Yup.
But from what I've heard about this show so far, sounds like it's just like a cute show of just like this golem and the girl just kind of adventuring together while he tries to take her to like where there's more humans.
Oh, okay.
Which it seems interesting.
Maybe.
Apparently there's like an interesting little thing where golems only live up to 1,000 years, and this golem is like in the last year of his life.
Okay.
And then taking this girl, so...
Okay.
Kind of what I'm expecting is it's going to have that, like, oh, you've been adventuring with these characters for all these episodes, and oh, the golem is going to die now and hit you with the feels at the end, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Which, I mean, perfectly fine. I think it looked like a good show to me. I mean, artwork and everything.
It's got Studio Satellite, right?
Mm-hmm.
They did Fairy Tail.
Along with A1.
Yeah.
They did Log Horizon, which I really enjoyed. Log Horizon, Nanbaka, Cannon Busters, Bodacious Space Pirates, and then director Kenji Yasuda
Worked on Boogie Pop Phantom and Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, so I mean he's worked on some bigger titles.
I could see this being like a really just like, I don't know about like substance, but in terms of like the animation and like presentation, I feel like it'll be pretty pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty pretty.
Pretty pretty?
Pretty pretty.
Pretty pretty. And our next show...
Dorohedoro. I don't even know if I said that correctly.
This one actually looks really interesting, and I want to check this one out.
This one's on Amazon?
I think this is an Amazon show.
I think this is an Amazon Prime show.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I haven't watched this one yet, but looks kind of interesting. Sounds kind of interesting.
You get Whole, a dark, deprecate, and disorderly district where the strong prey on the weak. Death is an ordinary occurrence, is all but befitting of the name given to it. A realm separated from law and ethics. It is a testing ground to the magic users who dominate it. As a race occupying the highest rungs of their society, the magic users think of all the denizens of the whole as no more than insects, murdered, mutilated, and made experiments without second thought. The powerless hole dwellers litter the halls of the Hole's hospital on a daily basis. Possessing free access to and from the cesspool with little challenge to their authority, the magic users appear indomitable to most. Aside for a few, Kaiman, more reptile than man, is one such individual. He hunts them on a heedless quest for answers with only a trusted pair of bayonets and his immunity to magic. Cursed by his appearance and tormented by nightmares, magic users are his only clue to restoring his life to normal, with his biggest obstacles being his stomach, his female companion Nakido, and who runs the restaurant Hungry Bug, is his greatest ally. I mean, this show honestly looked interesting to me, and I love Studio Mappa.
Yeah. I mean, they did make Dororo.
Kakaguri, Yuri on Ice, Zombieland Saga, Banana Fish.
I'm a big fan of Dororo. So,
That was a really good show. Like,
was.
I have really good faith that this is actually a very good show. It's just another one of those things where it's just like, oh, I think this one's on Amazon.
Yeah.
And I always forget Amazon shows.
I know, like everything else on Amazon. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll look good. I might try it out and watch it and see what happens, but I have to look into it.
And that was Duroro He Duroro.
Duroro.
Not to be confused with Durororo.
Duroro. I don't even know how to pronounce that one.
Rikoi.
Rikoi.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just one of its alternative titles.
Yukimura Shinya and Himuro Ayame are two scientists that find out... Oh, okay, I remember this one. I have watched this one.
This is the Scientist Love one.
Yeah, this one, it's... Okay, I've watched like 1 or 2 episodes of this one.
This one was actually recommended to me.
It's fun. It is a fun show. It's...
Like, they're both scientists, and she confesses her love to him, and then he's like, well, let's prove it.
Yes, so they're literally out to prove that love exists, and it's fun. They do a lot of, I guess, I don't know if they do science. They do science. I don't know if I'd say it's real science, but they do science.
It's science.
You get a little bit out of it in terms of like a learning kind of thing, and it's fun. It's a very goofy show. I enjoy it. I would recommend it. It's pretty funny. If you want like a good laugh that's like, but also makes you feel good with all the fuzzies, I'd recommend this show. It's pretty good.
And we got Studio Zero G working on it, which they've done Grand Blue, Dureku, the animation, My Roommate is a Cat, Sugumomo. So they've had some solid works. I really like My Roommate is a Cat. Dureku, the animation, I enjoyed for what it was, which is actually, that was like a Battle Royale one that I kind of liked. I wouldn't call it good, but I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
And the director, Toru Kitahata, has worked on shows such as Haganai, High School DxD, Hero, Orimo, The Big O, and Rail Wars. So...
Those all just sound like porn names.
Well,
minus
High School DxD is, essentially.
Yep.
The Big O isn't at all.
Yeah, I know, but it just sounds like it is, as does Rail Wars.
Rail Wars, from what I remember, I think it was fairly fan servicey. I watched like 1 episode and it's like, I don't like this show. I never watched it again. That brings us to the next one. Hanako-san, are you there? This one looks hilarious, and I really want to watch it.
I'm not a fan of like the little kids anime thing. I don't know.
It seems like it's
chibi.
Really funny.
I'm just not big on like chibi.
I am when it's like used in comedy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is really me. Not my slice.
I think it's mine.
Yeah.
This one though is about at Kamoi Academy. I don't know. I gotta get my Japanese up. I'm going there in like 6 months.
Oh, that's right. You are going there, aren't you?
Yeah. Rumors abound that the school's 7 mysteries, one of which is Hanako-san, is said to occupy the third stall of the third-floor girls' bathroom in the old school building. Hanako-san grants any wish when summoned. Nene Yashiro, an occult-loving high school girl who dreams of romance, ventures into the haunted bathroom. But when Hanako-san she meets there is nothing like she imagined. Kamui Academy, Hanako-san is a boy. Which this is just a pure comedy. Like, for the most part. I mean, comedy, supernatural, school, showing. And it looks hilarious to me, like we were talking about. And Studio Lurchi, I mean, they've done Assassination Classroom, Danganronpa, Scum's Wish, Monster Musume, School Live, and Re Hamatora, which I've seen most of those shows.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I like most of them for the most part. They're all, besides...
I've seen Assassination Classroom.
Yeah, I mean, most of the shows there have, like, decent amounts of comedy mixed in them. Mm-hmm. There's some darker stuff in some of these, too.
And then Monster Musume is extremely fan service.
Oh, yeah. It's a weird show.
It's a very odd show.
But that was Hanako-san. Or Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, I should say, is the alternate title, which... It's probably what you're going to find here. That one's streaming on Funimation.
Yeah.
As is everything.
Infinite Dendrogram. In the year 2043, Infinite Dendrogram, the world's first successful full-dive VR MMO, was released. In addition to its ability to perfectly simulate the five senses along with its many other... Can we... Really?
Yeah, it's another VR game.
Like,
anime.
Why? Why do we... enough with these stupid VR... Enough with these stupid MMO games. This is dumb. We already got one good one.
I think you're just ruined by SAO?
Yes.
You're just ruined. Maybe this one's good, man.
No.
It could be.
They're all the same.
Oh, this one could be good.
No, the only one that's different is Overlord.
Well, no, that's an isekai. There's a difference.
It takes place in an MMO.
Yeah, but slightly different genre. I don't know. I'm not into these at all. I like isekai anime, but I don't like these like VR MMO ones.
No, and the fact that I see that its source material is based off a light novel just makes me not want to watch this at all.
I don't know. It could be solid. I think this one is more based of they're actually just playing in the game, not like they're trapped in it or anything or getting transported to another world.
I don't even care.
From what I've heard about this one.
I don't even care. I'm so beyond done with... Thanks a lot, SAO. That's all I have to say.
Well,
you suck.
If you'd like to check this one out, I think it's streaming on Crunchyroll or Funimation.
It's on Crunchyroll.
It's on Crunchyroll. That was Infinite Dendrogram.
Fuck that.
Justin's not amused by it.
No.
I'd say it's worth checking out.
Nope.
And we have the most controversial and hyped show
what is this
season.
Is Shozuku Reviewers.
Other name is Interspecies Reviewers. So I can go on about this one.
Oh my god, I bet you can.
So, what happened with this show? Funimation pulled it.
I bet they did.
After like 3 episodes, they're like, yeah, this conflicts with our standards.
I can see why.
Yeah. Which got it pulled, it got it pulled from Amazon at that point, because I believe that Amazon was sourcing it from Funimation to have on their website, Prime. And it got pulled on one Japanese station, but it's still airing in a couple other stations.
What is this? In our world, the human race constantly debates about several important issues, such as which girl is the best girl, how good is something as fapping material, which fetish is the sexiest. Accompany these great warriors as they present us with different girls, different opinions, different... I can't even finish this. This is just ridiculous.
So essentially what it is it's these adventurers in this fantasy world is they go to different brothels that are populated by different species, like elves, humans,
this would
and
be
so on, and then they review them. And they post the review in this, like...
I feel like this would be like an episode of Rick and Morty.
Yeah, this would kind
I
of...
could honestly see just Rick and Morty doing something similar
it's
to this.
very fan-servicey.
Yeah.
You can't watch it legally in the U.S. anymore because Funimation pulled it, so... There you go.
Okay. Well,
it was very interesting.
Bet.
Super fan-servicey.
Yeah.
And yes, it borderlines hentai. We're just gonna skip right past that.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. What is this one?
Sorceress, Stabber, Orphan. Or
Maju Sushi, Orphan, Hagure, Tabi.
Okay, so a sorceress...
Hey, can you think of the most edgy title that you could ever think of and multiply that by 10?
Listen, that protagonist right there, also known as Protagcoon.
Yeah, literally.
Looks
he is Protagcoon.
so edgy.
A sorcerer who was once the top student, of course he was, of the famous Tower of Fang, now spends his time chasing around his hopeless client as a moneylender, at least until his client comes up with a plan to make money. Marriage fraud, unwillingly being dragged into the plan, Orphan encounters a monster who has long been his goal since the day he left the Tower of Fang. Between those who seek to kill the monster and Orphan, giving everything to protect the monster, his lousy but peaceful days end, trying to turn back his sister Azale back to her true form, leads to many more mysteries and the key to the secret to the world. So this sounds like, hey, Full Metal. You know, it was a really good movie or really good show. Full Metal Alchemist. Do you know what also was a really good show? Jared?
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
Yeah. Why don't we just stick these two TV shows together, even though they're the exact same TV show. One's just got a better ending than the other.
Brotherhood's superior.
Yeah, it is. Much better. Why don't we just stick these two shows together and just make them more edgy by making the character not really have a name other than just Orphan.
Yeah.
And he gets a big sword. Big pointy sword.
I don't know. I'm not interested in this one.
Nope.
Not gonna lie.
Nope.
I'm probably not going to watch it.
Nope.
But if you'd like to know, Studio Dean is working on this one, which is a really good studio. I mean, they did Konosuba, Fate Stay Night, Is This a Zombie, Higurashi, Haven't You Heard of Sakamoto, Log Horizon Season 2, and so on.
And the director has been a part of Psychopaths, which...
I like Psychopaths.
I love Psychopaths.
I mean, it's got a good cast.
Yeah.
Or a good, I should say, good...
directing and production crew.
So, I mean, it could be solid. I just don't know how good the source material is.
Just based off that one synopsis, I don't want to watch this show.
I don't know. I could check out the first episode.
So edgy.
We'll see about that one if we get to that one or not. I know Justin won't. I might.
Probably not. ID Invaded. I'm just looking at this cover art, and it looks like Natsu from Fairy Tail.
A little bit, yeah.
No synopsis, really, for this guy. Made by Naz Studios.
Yeah, they did one other show this season as well.
I mean, the director is on a lot of different things. All to Know Zero, Fate Zero, Recreators.
Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed all of those except for, like, the ending of All Know Zero, which that's not a director's fault.
Yeah, I mean, I might watch it. We'll see. Give it a chance.
Yeah, I mean, it looked, just from the cover art and everything, it looks interesting, and I want to check it out, but there's that Funimation. Because they grabbed everything.
Yeah, literally they did. This is ridiculous.
This
one's on Netflix,
silly.
isn't it?
I think this one is going to be on Netflix.
I think this one is on Netflix.
Which we won't see it until
which means
later
we won't
this
see
year.
it until they've actually released everything, because that's just how Netflix works.
Yeah, which the show we're talking about is
Kutai Dragons.
or Drifting Dragons.
Which, yeah, does kind of look kind of goofy.
I don't know. I wasn't into this one just by reading the synopsis. I mean, dragons, which is this dragons, the rulers of the sky. Too many people on the surface. They are a dire threat, but at the same time, a valuable source of medicine, oil, and food. There are those who hunt the dragons. They travel to the skies in dragon-hunting airships. This is the story of one of those ships, the Quinzaza, and its crew. Which seemed very vague to me.
It's very vague. Doesn't really tell you what is going on.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming if it's coming to Netflix, since I don't really see...
I mean, I assume it is, because the studio that's worked on this did
it's
Agent
Polygon Pictures.
Yeah, Knights of Sidonia, the Godzilla movie.
Then it's going right
to Netflix.
So just watch out for it on Netflix. Polygon Pictures, I like Polygon. I liked Ajin.
I like Knights of Sidonia.
And I really liked Knights of Sidonia. Knights of Sidonia was great.
I mean, it's a shame that we won't see this show probably until like this fall or winter.
Probably.
And by then, like, most of us will forget about it, like all these Netflix shows. Or a lot of Netflix anime ones. Yeah, but that's original. It's not a...
True.
That's different, slightly different. The anime that they pick up, I always seem to forget about.
I know, you always have to like go scroll through like the anime section, and it's like new
Which
releases.
they put out a lot. I just
they
forget
do.
about
They
it.
always do, and I always think, oh yeah, that sounds interesting, but I never watch it.
Same.
Anyway. Itai no wa iya nano de Bugiokuro ni Kyoku Fury Shitai to Omoimasu.
Or, I hate being in pain, so I think I'll make a full defense build. I hate getting hurt, so I put all my skill points into defense.
So basically, I watched the first episode.
Oh, did you? I want to watch this because it looks like it'd be entertaining.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I forget where is this one? Okay, I can't even remember where I watched this one.
I
think it was.
Let me look it up real quick
Crunchyroll?
while you read the synopsis.
Anyway, after receiving an invitation from her friend Risa Shiromin, Kai Honju begins playing another... I just shat all over him, but another VR MMO game, New World Online, as the character Maple. Lacking knowledge of the game, she allocates all her stat points to defense. As a result, her movements are slow, she cannot use magic, and even gets attacked by the rabbits. However, she obtains a skill called Absolute Defense due to maxing out her vitality points, and a counter skill that kills in a single hit. A Mobile Fortress-style novice with a poisonous skill that makes all attacks invalid and overrides all obstacles. She goes off on an adventure disregarding her irregularities. So, this is a fun one. I can't remember what... once again, I can't remember where it was from.
I'm looking
what
it
it's
up
on
right now, real quick.
But it's a really fun anime. It's just funny. At least the first couple episodes have been, just because like it's... I don't know. It's just as funny because like people will come in there, they'll attack her, and then they'll just basically just be exploded after trying to attack the shield.
That sounds amazing.
It's sort of like what would happen if Rise of the Shield Hero was all light and fun. That's basically how I would describe this.
I dig it.
Yeah, it's basically that.
So okay,
it's like, what if Rise of the Shield Hero wasn't all dark and edgy? This is basically what this show is.
Which I loved Rise of the Shield Hero.
I love Rise of the Shield Hero.
Why can I not find where this one's airing?
I don't know. But yeah, it's a fun episode. It's a fun TV show. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't find it.
Can't remember where I watched it.
Do you have Funimation?
I don't have Funimation.
So it wasn't Funimation.
I think it was Crunchyroll. It's either that or Amazon Prime.
This is not an Amazon show.
Okay.
I know that.
It's Studio Silverlink.
You have Hulu.
Oh yeah, that might have been what
Funimation.
it is. Okay, then maybe that's where I saw it. It was on Hulu.
Yeah.
So if you don't have Funimation and you have a Hulu account, it's on Hulu.
I always forget that.
I know. Literally every Funimation show is on Hulu.
Yeah.
So you don't even need a Funimation account.
Yeah, unless you want to watch the dubs, which I'm fine with subs.
I'm fine with subs. I'm not going to spend extra money on dubbed. Anyway, So it's from Studio Silverlink, like Studio Silverlink.
I love Silverlink.
Yeah, they're great.
Like all these shows.
Like,
Kokoro Connect, Baka and Test, Masamune-kun's Revenge, Watamote, Tanaka-kun's Always
Tanaka-kun.
Listless.
Yeah.
I've seen all of those, and they're all funny.
Yeah, and they're all funny. This one's funny.
Or except Baka and Test, I should say. I've only seen a little bit of that, but it's still hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I recommend it. Check it out. Anyway, moving on. Koisuru Asteroid. Otherwise known as just something.
That's what it's known as, my friend.
Okay, that's all it is. When she was little, Mira Kinohata met a boy named Owl at a campsite in town. While gazing at the starry sky together, Mira learns that there is a star with the same name as herself, but no star named Owl. The two then promised one day to explore asteroids together and find a star to name after him. Several years later, Mira enrolls at the Hojizaki High School and decides to join the astronomy club to fulfill her promise. However, she learns that the astronomy club will be merged with the Geological Research Society to form the Earth Science Club. Reluctantly, Mira goes to the club and is reunited with Owl Manaka, the person she made the promise to explore asteroids with, and she is shocked to learn that she is a girl.
What?
So I've read reviews on this one. I haven't watched it myself. It's just a slice of life comedy kind of
Yeah,
show.
I mean, it's slice of life comedy, school are the genres.
I mean,
It seems like it's...
I don't think it really
It is what
stands
it
out.
is.
I think it's just, if you enjoy slice of life, I'm not a big fan of that kind of thing.
Yeah, I
but-
mean, it looks like if you enjoy slice of life, you enjoy, like, cute girls doing cute things. Probably what you're going to get in this one.
Yeah, basically.
It's solid. Nothing wrong with that.
Yep. Next one is Aizuken ni wa te wo dasuna, which is Hands Off the Motion Pictures Club.
Yeah.
So, Asakusa Midori wants to create an anime, but she's too disheartened to make that first step by herself. By pure chance, she meets Mizuzaki Tsubame, an up-and-coming socialite.
Tsubame, yeah.
Secretly dreaming of becoming an animator. Together with Midori's money-loving best friend Kanamori Sayaka, the energetic trio slowly work towards making their ultimate world a reality.
Yeah, so I mean, this is
I don't
an
know
adventure
anything about this
comedy
one.
school, seinen. I don't know. I don't know anything about this one either, unfortunately, besides like the studio and director. I mean, it's Studio Science, Saru, which they did Devilman Crybaby, Ping Pong.
Oh, it'll be on Netflix then.
I don't think so. I think this one's actually airing.
Is it?
I think so.
I would expect it to end up on Netflix though.
Well,
Especially
Devilman
if they-
Crybaby was, but Ping Pong wasn't.
But I thought there were a couple episodes, or there was a couple other shows that they've made this Science Saru that ended up on Netflix.
I think so as well.
Other than Devilman Crybaby. So I don't know. I'd
I don't
look
know.
for it on Netflix eventually if it's not already live airing. but-
Yeah. I mean, if you like the director, which is Masaki Yusawa, you're probably going to enjoy this if you enjoy his art style. I'm not a big fan.
No,
It's
not a fan.
not really my thing, but if you enjoy it, go ahead and check him out. If you like Devilman Crybaby and Ping Pong, you're probably going to like this.
Yeah, probably.
Most likely.
Next, Boku no Tonari ni Ankoku Hakiyashin ga Imasu. Otherwise known as A Destructive God Sits Next to Me in Boku Haka. This one is on Crunchyroll.
Yeah,
This
I know
one
this
is on
one is.
Netflix or Crunchyroll,
Crunchyroll.
not Netflix. This one is on Crunchyroll.
I mean, most of these shows that we're talking about are going to end up on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
It just usually like when Funimation gets a show these days, like Crunchyroll will get the sub, but it'll be a few weeks later.
Yeah.
So a lot of these that we said they're like Funimation only, you don't have to pay for Funimation's app. You can, if you have Hulu, they're on there.
Yeah,
Or a
Hulu
lot
is-
of times they do end up on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
They're just going to be on a delay.
Yeah. Yeah, you can watch the simulcast on Hulu.
Yeah.
Like, they're just gonna be subbed, not dubbed. And if you wait long enough, you can get the dubbed, actually,
Yeah.
on there.
I mean, this looks like a solid comedy. I mean, it's
the
a slice of life comedy.
The director worked on Black Lagoon, which was awesome, as well as...
Yeah, this is no Black
No,
Lagoon,
but I mean, that was a great show.
Yeah.
As was Naruto.
Love Tyrant. I don't know if you watched that one, but it was
I've never watched that
hilarious. And Kimi ni Todoki, which was adorable.
Yeah.
I love that show. And this one's being done by Studios EMT Squared, which they did Love Tyrant, Assassin's Pride, Uehara, and some other smaller shows as well. So it's standard, comedy, slice of life, school show, which is gonna be funny, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think from what I've heard of this one is it's like, So if you've seen like Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions, it's another Chunibyo show, but it's like all boys essentially.
Yeah.
Which
I'm not
no interest in this one
I'm not a big
personally.
slice of life guy myself, so I
like slice of life. I'm just not big into like usually like ones like this. Not huge fan.
Okay. Next, Runway Dewarity.
I'm not into this one at all.
No,
this one is
skip
all
it.
about like fashion.
Yep, skip it.
I'm sorry.
We got
just
nothing
not
good to say
into this
about
at
it.
all. Like
Nope.
it's like
No.
the studio has only worked on I think like 2 other shows. It was Are You Lost and Happy Sugar Life, so it's like pretty much a brand new studio.
Yeah, and I can't honestly say I enjoyed Happy Sugar Life. Did not like.
I
think I maybe popped into the first episode once, and it was not.
Yeah.
Nope.
So this
Nope.
one I'm just neither of us are really interested in. But if you like fashion and anime, check it out.
Sure. Next is Hasekishu Richard Shi no Nazu Kante. I don't think I
Or
said
The
any
Case
of that.
Files of Jeweler Richard.
I think I've seen a couple reviews for this one, and it sounds interesting. I don't know that it sounds kind of cool. It's a kind of a, from the sounds of it, like a psychological, like mystery thriller kind of thing.
That's what it seemed like to me.
So I haven't watched it yet myself.
I know it's a mystery show.
Yeah, I don't really know much about it.
I mean, I like the studio that's worked on it.
I don't think I've
Suka. They
I
did
guess they
91
did
Days in Durara
Durara
season 2.
Okay.
Or at least worked on Durara season 2.
Yeah. I don't think I really am that familiar with them, though.
I mean, it looks interesting to me. Do you remember which one this is airing on? Is this on Hulu or is this on
I think
Crunchyroll?
I saw this one on Hulu, but don't
think
quote me
so.
on that.
Pretty sure.
Funimation.
And
Oh, God.
Overflow.
Just...
Romance and Ecchi.
Yeah.
Synopsis.
Nope.
Wincest show. So if you like those, go check out Overflow. Not interested. 22-7. It's an idol group for like, it's an anime based on like a real idol group. Because idol groups get animes now.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like,
A1.
I mean, it's
A1.
A1 is doing it, and they do amazing animation.
I mean, everybody
so
knows what A1 does. Like,
I'm just not interested in like idol shows at all.
No.
Like the
Can't
only
say.
one that even caught my interest a little bit was Zombieland Saga last year, but that was more like
Didn't watch it.
it was different. All the
Okay.
girls are zombies,
Oh,
and then they're
yeah.
idols.
Okay, yeah. I saw like the
And
first
that was
two
the
episodes.
start of Truck Coon.
Okay.
She gets killed by the truck in like the first like 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure I told you to
Yeah,
watch the first episode.
I did watch the first episode, and I think I even watched the second, and then I just said
I lost
done.
interest after that as
And
well
I'm
because it's
done.
just not for me.
Yeah. But yes, I do remember Truck Coon. Oshiga Bodukan Itek. I can't even. I can't
It's
even
another
try.
idol show. We're
It's
just
another
not
idol
interested.
show. Yep. Okay. Yep. Next.
Just a quick synopsis. A girl is obsessed with her favorite idol, a minor member of a less popular group. Enough that she says she'd die to see her play at Fukudon.
I mean, 8-Bit Studios is working on it. They made The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, which is fun.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
Infinite Stratos was solid. Tokyo Ravens.
Yeah.
Fruit of Grisaya.
Yep.
It's got a good director that worked on Begot HK, Welcome to the NHK,
I've
Aquarian
never seen
Evil.
any of those shows.
So Begot HK is ecchi-ish comedy. It's more on comedy than ecchi. It's really funny.
Okay.
Welcome to the NHK is really good. It's an older show.
Okay.
Very solid show.
Number 24 is next. This looks like a sports anime.
It is sports in school.
I would be correct. It's a rugby club anime.
What would an anime season be without a sports show? I'm sorry, I'm not into sports anime, and this is coming from a sports fan.
I love sports.
I just don't like sports anime.
I think it's dumb.
It's silly. I mean, it has a really good studio that helped work on like High School DxD, Mayo Chiki, Bakken Test.
Yeah, I mean,
this is like their first show that they've really done on their own. They've only helped on other shows.
I'm sure it'll be like every other sports anime. It'll be poorly animated up until like the actual like action.
Yeah, and then the action will be very well animated.
The action will be really well animated. The plot is probably going to be something along the lines of, I don't know,
rivals from like something join up and make a team.
Probably, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, it's their director. It's his very first show directing, so
yeah, I'm
not expecting great things from that.
Nope.
But if you want to check out a sports anime,
there you go.
Psst, P.S. Haikyuu is back for this season,
and
it's much better. Just saying.
Just saying. Marinasai Seitan Dakuen. Otherwise known as Come Together to the Seton Academy.
Synopsis of this one is Seton Academy, a school filled of animals, where, thanks to population decline, there are fewer humans than any other creature. Masamune Jin, an animal hater and the only human male in his class, falls in love with Hino Hitomi, the only female human, the moment he lays eyes on her. However, he soon finds himself entangled with various other creatures after he reluctantly joins the pack of Laka, the wolf, and the only other member of her pack.
Not a whole lot of information on this one.
It's a comedy at school. I mean, it looks funny.
I don't even know where this one is.
I think this is Crunchyroll, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Almost 100% sure
I know
this is Crunchyroll.
literally zero about this show.
I feel like this is just like one of those ones, like you get a million of these shows, it seems like every year.
Yeah.
That where it's just like a thrown together mishmash of genres.
Probably.
And it could be good or it could be crap.
It's got a manga. I know that.
It does have a manga. Which means it's probably not finished at the same time, so we're probably not going to get a solid ending to this one.
Depends on if they continue it.
We'll see. I'll at least try to check that one out. At least watch an episode and see if it's funny.
Next, Natsu and Nagu. I don't know how you pronounce that one.
Natsuna Kinugo, a university student in Tokyo, visits Kuramoto in search of friends who she could not contact following the Kuramoto earthquakes. There she meets local people who are full of compassion and uniqueness, including an energetic junior high school student, Izumi. A heartfelt coming-of-age story begins.
Okay.
Slice of life drama.
Yep, that's about it. Next.
This one I really want to start watching.
Oda Cinnamon Nobunaga.
So you know how there's always, every year, there's always like 3 or 4... excuse me. 3 or 4 Nobunaga shows.
Nope, did not know that.
Oh, there are.
Okay.
Because Japan is obsessed with Oda Nobunaga.
Yeah, makes sense.
This is a spin-off where he's reincarnated as a dog. And all these other great, like, Japanese war generals and stuff, warlords and everything else are reincarnated as other dogs. And it's just shenanigans.
You like dogs? Do you like shenanigans?
Probably you like Oda Nobunaga?
Yeah, like Oda Nobunaga. Nobunaga.
I think this one looks absolutely hilarious,
Studio
and I really want to check it out.
I recognize the studio. Actually, no.
No, it's this studio's very first show.
For some reason, that sounds familiar, though. No?
Not at all.
Well, then I'm just an idiot. Whatever. No synopsis information on this next one. ARP Backstage Pass.
It's a musical show, so I mean, you can guess kind of what it's going to be. It's 4 boys in the picture, so it's going to be them starting a band of some sort.
Boy band.
Boy band. Or it could be an actual band.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, next.
I don't know. I'm not big into a lot of music anime. There's very few that I've really
I've
enjoyed.
never been into any of them.
Carol and Tuesday, which came out last year, was very good. Anonymous Noise is good. There's some other ones that are actually really good. But a lot of these, I'm just not really...
No, I can't say.
Not a massive fan, but...
No. Rebirth. Next.
So a lot of these, when I was making the list, like, you could not find synopsises on these, which was unfortunate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's being done by Light-In Films, which worked on Yamada-kun, The Seven Witches, Love and Lies, Terraformers, Magical Senpai, Killing Bites, Senyu, and Miss Beelzebub, which I've seen, like, most of these shows, and they're freaking hilarious.
Killing Bites is, like...
Wasn't that, like, fan-servicey AF? Like, isn't it the one where they're animals, essentially? Or part
they're
animals?
all part
It's, like,
animals.
Gory and...
It's yeah, kind of...
Gory, fan-servicey-ish, I
Yeah,
think.
it's an interesting show.
So,
That's all I got.
the best show out of all of these is Senyu.
Yeah.
Did you watch Senyu? It's like 3 or 4 minutes per episode, and it's hilarious.
Yes, I think I don't know if I've watched
If
all
not,
of it.
after this podcast, we're going to watch, like, one episode.
Okay.
It's really
I'm pretty
funny.
sure I've watched 1 or 2 episodes
It's
because
so
you've
good.
shown it to me.
It's so funny.
I don't remember, though.
Which I like all of these shows that the studio's worked on. Like Yamada-kun, The Seven Witches, I really enjoyed. Love and Lies, I thought was good. Terraformers was effed up.
Honestly,
Senpai
didn't
was
hate
hilarious.
Killing Bites. Did not hate Killing Bites.
I didn't watch it, actually, surprisingly. I meant to. Like, I hyped it up for a while to myself, and I never checked it out.
Interesting.
But that is Rebirth, which actually I kind of want to check out and see what it's all about. Because I think it's probably a short, I would assume.
Probably.
That's what it seems like it'd be. And now we get into returning series.
Thank God. Oh my God. All right.
Yeah, there was a ton of new shows, which these should go by quicker.
Yep. We
We get the next season of Haikyuu to the top, which, if you don't know what Haikyuu is, I think you've been living under a rock. It's men's volleyball.
Yeah.
One of my friends tried to get me into this recently. We watched the first episode, which it was a good episode. I'm just not in the sports anime.
a sports anime
no matter
guy.
how actually
I can admit
good
that
it
it's
is.
good, but I'm just not a sports anime guy.
Yeah, it just sucks because I know it's good, but I'm not into it.
Quote unquote sports anime that I enjoyed was what was it? Megalobox. And that wasn't even really sports anime.
Yeah,
it was
Megalobox
sort of
was
sports
really
anime
good.
meets sci-fi meets mecha. It was really good. Though.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked that out, it's on
Megalobox was
Crunchyroll.
excellent. Did you see they're getting a second season?
Are they?
Yeah.
Where are they gonna go?
It's like 5 years into the future, so I don't know what they're going to be
I
doing.
was
Maybe
about to say,
Joe's
they
training
wrapped
somebody.
It up already.
Yeah, I thought it had a good wrap up to the end.
I know.
of it.
That worries me. That
Same.
worries me because I kind of just wanted it.
But
to
I kind of
end.
want more because I love the soundtrack
I do love the soundtrack.
and I love the.
And I love the art.
animation.
I do love the art.
It
I
had that
love
old
it.
school look to it. Oh,
I
it was
love
so
it.
good.
I love it. I don't care. Y'all can dog on it all you want. I loved it.
Next, we have a certain scientific railgun season 3. I really want to get into these series. A certain scientific railgun, a certain magical, or a scientific. What is it? Something magical index.
Oh, I can't remember then.
And then there was like another spin-off.
Index, yeah.
Yeah, like I really want to get these because they look really funny and good.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's done by JC Staff. And I don't know, it's always seemed like a good show, but I've never gotten a chance to actually start it because I didn't start from the beginning, and now this is like essentially
Now we're
the
at,
seventh
season, right? Yeah,
That's sort of, yeah, because there's two different, like, there's
sort of spin-offy kinds
Yeah.
of things. Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched any of these. I don't know anything about them.
I want to.
I've had several people recommend it to me. Don't know if I'm ever gonna watch it, but
I have Funimation right now, so I could watch
they're fun.
it.
I've heard they're fun. Watch it.
We get a spin-off series for Madoka Magica, which is based on one of the games, or the mobile game, I believe,
okay.
that came out for it.
Mhm.
Which it's added a few new characters, apparently, in this that aren't in the mobile game. I enjoyed Madoka Magica, I just don't know if I want to revisit it at this point.
No. Isekai Quartet second season.
Yeah! Yeah, this is hilarious. Because I've seen all of these except for Tanya Saga of Evil. So most of these jokes are great. I mean, you get mashups of all these chibi characters from all these isekais. Heya Camp, which is a spin-off of what was the show called? It was a camping show from last winter.
I can't remember.
I can't remember the name of the title of it right now, but it was pretty good. I mean, and then there's Bang Dream Season 3, another musical show. We get another season of A3, the spring and summer editions of that.
Yep.
We get another season of Show by Rock, which a lot of people really enjoy as well. Another comedy musical one.
Hayaku, Riku versus Q.
Yep, which is OVA.
Yep.
So we got a couple of OVAs. We got another Don Machi OVA. For all you Don Machi fans, because it's so good.
It's hilarious.
We have MILF Sakai. Also known as Don't You Love Your Mom and Her Two...
Don't you like her mom? Her normal attack
Yeah.
is 2 attacks at full power OVA.
Yeah.
Never
I watched
this.
like the first 2 episodes and then lost complete interest in it. I'm not gonna lie. So
Boobs.
yeah, essentially.
That's all it is. Never watched it, just based off of
Then we get an OVA for Nakanoito Genome.
Knots of Memories.
And another one for ACCA 13Q Katsunusu Ka Regards. And then
Sugumomo OVA.
yes.
Strike the Blood, Kitsa Sisuhen.
And there's this weird like clay animation Haikyuu OVA that is getting like paired with the manga, which looks really odd, but
really
looks
weird.
Cool.
Tenchi Muyo,
Tenchi Muno.
Ryukai, 5th season.
And then we get a couple other movies, which the one I'm really excited
Made in
for
Abyss
here.
3.
Yes, which is adding new content. And we get another season of Made in Abyss this year. Did you watch the first season?
No, I didn't actually,
Oh,
but
so
I've heard it's good. I just
really
never
good.
watched it.
Goblin Slayer, garbage.
Nope,
Not a fan.
garbage. Fate Stay Night movie.
Heaven's Feel the Third. So finally getting that, thank goodness. And we're getting we're getting a Shirobako movie. We're getting another Digimon adventure movie, The Last Evolution.
Digimon Adventure. Sekaiichi. High School Fleet movie.
Yep.
The Clouds Gather.
Mhm.
Shizuru Tori wa Habata Kanai.
Which that actually looked
It
interesting.
does look interesting.
Kachinu Reitu movie. You know, a bunch of different movies that are coming out this year as well.
And of course, more My Hero Academia.
Yes. And My Hero is still airing.
It is.
And it's still excellent.
Although
It's
I'm
so
a little,
good.
The last couple episodes, I'm not gonna lie, it's just kind of...
Well, they got you all hyped up with the first arc of this season.
But the first
and now
arc
we're into the
wasn't
next arc.
all that great other than
The overhaul
spoilers.
fight.
Yeah, overhaul fight. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty crazy that Midoriya basically went like Super Saiyan Instinct, Goku Instinct.
It was dope.
Mode on it. Just
Yeah, he got to use spoilers for anybody who
Yeah.
isn't caught up. He got to use his powers at like full for once.
and it was pretty great.
It was awesome.
It was pretty awesome.
But that is the
That's the
winter
list.
season.
That's the list.
I know we kind of rushed through a few things, but it's kind of late, and a lot of it is just
free
random movies.
and random TV
Yeah.
shows that.
We'll do better for the spring season, I promise. I'll try to figure out where stuff's actually airing.
We'll try to, yeah.
We'll do better.
We'll do better, folks.
But we'll catch you up on the next episode
Of Talk Anime Podcast.
Bye.
Bye. Subscribe, please.